My calling was theatre. Never discount your audience. And I think that itself is in a way transforming people's lives. Like I said, I believe that everyone has a calling.
He is an extremely esteemed actor, a huge content creator, ranging from Spotify to Netflix India on YouTube. He is also a massive cat lover. So without any further delay and a huge round of applause, let's welcome Kishen Das.
Okay, hi, ellarku vanakkam first of all. Thank you. Today I'm going to be talking to you about why content is king. I'm the Jack. I'm like a small rat. I go around biting into everything. I don't finish my work. I just go, I endlessly bite, and I'm very happy doing it. So to give you an idea of what I do, I'd like to call myself the following. I'm an actor. I'm also a video content creator. I use the word video content because today content has so many meanings. It's very difficult for you to put it into smaller buckets. I'm also a podcaster. I have a podcast on Spotify called Time Pass with Das. And I'm also a writer. I write all of my own content. I'm also working on a feature film which I'm looking to start by the beginning of next year. I also have a YouTube channel, Perikana YouTube channel, but I end up doing most of my work on other YouTube channels as well. And in 2022, I got acquired by Spotify. So Time Pass is a Spotify exclusive. So I make my content specially for Spotify. And I have almost 788,000 plays so far. The thing about content is, we heard Aman sir speak a little earlier. I'm sure you had speakers over the past few days who have told you that there is a certain formula or certain, like you can do this course, you can come here. You can maybe try doing this, you can come there. But this is a very vague space because nobody can teach you how to be creative. There are people who can kind of trigger it within you, but its creativity comes from within. And I believe that whatever you do, you have a calling. So I just want to tell you my small journey of where I started and how I got into content, because if you feel like you're on a similar path and you feel like you're on the path of understanding yourself, like I said, I believe that everyone has a calling. A calling might not necessarily be something which makes you successful, but a calling is something that makes you realize that this is something that I want to do. My calling was theatre. I studied in this school in Chennai called Chettinad Vidyashram. When I was in 4th standard, my elder cousin brother used to act a lot, so he used to do a lot of theatre. And the theatre practice will be between 3 and 5 in the evening. So I'll be sitting, and I used to listen to all of what they were saying. One day, one person was sick, and they didn't come for rehearsal. And as the play was going on, my director realized that I'm just saying all the lines. He called me aside and said, I feel like you have a knack for it, give it a shot. From 5th standard on to 12th, I went on doing a play, and every year I was there. You might have had a passion till you were in 12th standard, maybe college, but when you're thrown into the real world, how do I put this passion and making money together? So I started building a presence. And the thing is, in Chennai, it's a very small circle. They give me some work, they can maybe extract the best out of me, or I can give them a really great output, which brings me to my third, building credibility. My first step towards this was when I started working for this YouTube channel called Fully Filmy. Any of you know Fully Filmy? We used to do movie reviews, movie interviews. I've had the chance to work with some really, really big people in the Tamil film industry. I think if you ask the content creation journey, the two things that happened was one, Jio, because Jio took internet to everybody in India. They gave everyone free internet that led to people using smartphones. Today, you go to any tier 2, tier 3 city, you'll find everybody watching something on their phone. Or honestly, today, there are even content creators out there who start creating content, making videos of them carrying on with their daily life. So when Instagram took over, the game changed. But how they changed the game was that you could scale up a lot quicker. I even made a video about Karan Johar, which had Karan Johar comment on it. And he has no idea who I am. You can reach as many people as you want to. And today, they say pan-India, but pan-India, Thandi, we've reached a world stage where any content you make, Veet Lokandi, you can shoot something for 5 seconds, which can reach someone at the other part of the planet. So this is the estimated value of the influencer marketing industry. As of 2022, it is at 12 billion rupees. So far, social media was something that everyone considered as alternate media. They wouldn't call it primary because we had your print media, you had electronic media, and then when social media came, any media which gives you independence, which is not owned or controlled by anybody, they call it alternate media. So these are some, I don't want to call it tips because I don't think I've sorted my stuff out as yet, but these are some things that I would suggest you guys should follow if you want to be a content creator. The first is be original. It's very easy for people to get influenced by what someone else is making. They make a joke, you take from that joke, you make it. But in the end of the day, when someone is investing their time on you, even if it's 15 seconds on a reel, they are choosing to give you that 15 seconds. The second is stay rooted. Most of the content on Instagram that works is content that is relatable or content that you can share. The third is have a very fixed style. So my content is I make sketch content, so it's more like a story. So it's very important for you to have a style which works in the long run for you. So that is as important as well. The fourth is something I said a little earlier on, is to build credibility. The good thing we have in India is that people are very loyal. Build your credibility, only endorse things that you believe in, only make content that you believe in, and each of you have a very peculiar voice, and make sure that that voice is only what you believe in, and don't try to mirror somebody else, because in the longer run, you will sit down thinking of who you are itself. These are like thumb rules, they'll say. I'm sure your maths teachers would have said thumb rules. So first is the nature of your content determines how much branded content you get. So branded content is when you create a 30-second video, a brand comes to you, and a brand tells you, hey, you write a 30-second video for me and put my brand in for 5 seconds, I'll pay you X amount of money. And the second is never discount your audience. Audience are very, very smart. I think they had mentioned it earlier as well. You cannot cheat your audience today, how much time it takes to make money on these platforms. So first, you look at YouTube. I think this is the latest guidelines that they have. So for YouTube, you need to have a minimum of 500 subscribers. You need to have a watch hour of 3,000 watch hours. So basically, what a watch hour is you put out number of videos, number of people watch it. Facebook as a platform pays you for your reels. Now, I'm not too sure. I think it changes from person to person on what the program is. So with Instagram, you get to enter the world of branded content. When content is king, all you need to do is be the jack.
Is the social media bad or good?
Too much of anything is good, too much of anything is bad.
Have you ever failed in content creating before?
All the time, all the time. You know the amount of, if you open my archives on Instagram, it's a separate Instagram of its own. There are so many videos there.
So if this trend, it goes in many industries and many different ways.
Yeah.
So if you're sticking to one kind of genre, how will you explore more in it?
See, the topics will change, right? So cinema started in 1950. It's the same story in India, the same story, same concept, but we still watch it today because the stories keep changing.
Okay, so how do you think that content will transform India?
I'm not going to talk about Instagram Reels because it's a little bit of the lighter note, but take a medium like cinema or take a medium like YouTube. There are so many people who use the medium to talk about very, very valid concerns, issues that are happening today, and it changes the world. I think the biggest example is you take an incident like the Chennai floods. Take the incident like Jallikattu. If this happened in a time, the protest, if it happened at a time when social media didn't exist or content didn't exist, could we have rallied so many troops together to go and fight for a cause? Maybe not really. But at that time, a lot of people, I think people like Mr. R.J. Balaji stood up for the cause. They made content for the cause. During a time like Chennai floods, we could use the platform for something a little bigger than that. And that is in a way transforming people's lives and transforming the society. Sure. But when they listen to somebody who addresses an issue that they have, they suddenly feel like they fit somewhere. And I think that itself is in a way transforming people's lives. So I think if you use content the right way, I don't know if you can transform a society, but you can transform people, and invariably the society will change someday.